In 2023, the Los Angeles real estate market was a roller coaster. So what should we expect for 2024? Stay tuned. To say the real estate market in 2023 was a roller coaster is an understatement. And in Los Angeles, the real estate sector, it really started the year of 2023 with a fervent market where buyers were fiercely competing and property values skyrocketed. And you saw this rapid growth from January to June in Los Angeles, where you saw property values increase from about 13 to 15%, depending on the neighborhood, in just 6 months. And then you had multiple offers all over the place on most of the homes. And then the middle of 2023 hit, and you saw the interest rates spike. And the interest rates went from about 6% to over 8%, and that led to a sudden cooling of the real estate market. And as you can imagine, it kind of had an impact on home values, which resulted in a slight decline in home values towards the year end. And so as 2023 came to an end, the Los Angeles state real estate market kind of is in a unique stalemate, marked by you have higher interest rates, and then buyers were hesitant due to those high interest rates. And then you have seller reluctance, potential sellers who are holding back because selling now would mean buying at a higher rate. Well, at the end of 2023, the interest rates were starting to come down. And as we predicted over the course of much of last year, that as soon as the rates came down, there was going to be a frenzy for buyers getting off the fence and getting back on the market. And that's what you saw. And so the inventory since November has decreased almost 30% in LA County as a result of the interest rates decreasing. And we're seeing that because the house I'm standing in front of right now, well, that house, we had over 100 groups of people come through in one weekend, and we had multiple offers selling significantly over the list price. So as we expect the Fed to decrease rates here in 2024, you're going to see that probably happen even more, where the rates will continue to decrease. And if that happens, you're going to see more buyers jump off the fence and enter the market. And so some of the things that we're actually seeing now is that as the rates are starting to come down closer to about 6.5, buyers who have closer to a 4.5 or 5% interest rate are willing to give up that lower interest rate as long as the new interest rate was kind of within 2 basis points. So again, if somebody has a 4% interest rate, they might be willing to give it up for a 6% interest rate if they can afford it, if they want to be closer to friends, family, schools, work, need a bigger house, whatever the case may be. So as these lower rates are bringing more buyers back into the market, if you're a buyer, it's really important that you get your ducks in order, and that way you're ready to move forward right now. Because as you wait for rates to decrease even further, you're going to be dealing with even more competition in the real estate market. So if you're a buyer, again, time is of the essence for you to kind of get everything going as competition is really heating up. And then just to give you an idea, last year, you only had about 3.8 million homes sell nationwide. And if you go back to 2019, you had 6.8. So basically 50% less than kind of what is normal that actually sold last year. Now they predict probably about 20% more than that will actually sell this year, as some of the sellers are willing to get off their lower interest rate. But at the same time, inventory is going to continue to be suppressed most of this year. So if you're looking to sell, and especially if you have to downsize or you're looking for a bigger house, you might want to consider advancing your timeline to avoid a lot of the future competition that we expect to see. And then what do I expect to see for here in Southern California? Well, they're predicting nationwide of home prices to most of them between 2 to 5%. Ironically, only Realtor.com and Redfin are the ones that they predict negative equity. I predict here in Southern California, you're probably going to have about 10 to 12% increase in home prices, just due to the fact that there's so much competition, there's so much demand, even with the higher prices and the higher rates, that people really want to get into a home and stop renting. So if you're bottom line, if you're looking to buy a home, the time is now. If you're looking to sell, it's a great time because you can really control the market and you're not giving up as many concessions as you might have in the fall of last year. Any real estate questions? Give me a call, 818-396-3311, 818-396-3311, and thanks for watching our vlog.